Hello, and thank you for watching our presentation on the TATA Consultancy Services Selling Certainty case. This case study was created by myself, Melissa Harmon, and my teammates Dominique Barcham and Osvaldo Salazar. TATA Consultancy Services, which we will refer to as TCS, entered into India's IT services sector in 1968 and has grown to 175 offices in 50 countries around the world, including in emerging markets such as Latin America. TCS offers the widest scope of any Indian IT services company, which includes 9 different types of IT services. These IT services are technology services, enterprise solutions, testing/assurance, business intelligence/knowledge management, IT infrastructure services, platform-based business process outsourcing, engineering and industrial services, global consulting, and lastly, asset-based offerings. TCS was known for providing high-quality services to their customers and was recognized as a company that made claims only about what the company had already delivered versus new, possibly unproven capabilities. At the time of the case, TCS was looking to differentiate themselves from their competition and were also looking to beef up their marketing efforts. Since they were already well known for their high quality and for marketing their services on capabilities they knew they could provide, TCS decided to rebrand under the slogan Experience Certainty. TCS is now faced with the decision of how to adjust their company strategy to meet this new tagline. In this case study, we will discuss TCS's strengths and weaknesses, along with potential opportunities and threats that TCS may face in the future. We will then review the strategies of TCS's major competitors, Infosys and IBM. Next, we will take a look at some of the other factors that could impact the environment TCS operates in by discussing Porter's 5 forces. We will then answer the case questions and examine the strategies that TCS may consider regarding their rebranding under the Experience Certainty tagline. At the end of this case study, we will determine the solution that provides the best path forward for TCS. While completing our internal analysis of the company, we found that TCS has quite a few strengths. One of TCS's strengths is the stability of its management team. According to the case, TCS's top 5 executives had all been with the company for over 20 years, and the CEO and CFO almost since its inception. This stability in TCS's management team has enabled TCS to really focus on its long-term initiatives, rather than having to change its strategy every time a new member is added to the top management team. Another strength is their ability to attract top talent. TCS has been rated India's best employer in IT services for 3 years in a row. Given their reputation for being an excellent employer, TCS has an abundance of qualified applicants to choose from. Part of their hiring strategy involves a ratio of 60-40 between fresh hires and more experienced people, versus the 90-10 ratio which is used at Infosys, one of their major competitors. This hiring mix has allowed TCS to bring in fresh hires with new, out-of-the-box ideas while also maintaining a good balance with more experienced hires who bring with them their knowledge of the business and their own invaluable experiences. TCS is also known for their high ethical standards and their high quality of service. TCS has a reputation for its dedication to promoting India's economic development and upholding high ethical standards. In addition to this reputation, TCS has also become a trusted business partner to its clients and has been able to deliver on their commitments to their customers. As for weaknesses, TCS has not been very aggressive in the marketing of their company, which has unfortunately cost them projects. According to the case, TCS typically won competitive bids when technical capabilities, process discipline, and price were key criteria. When TCS lost, relationships and brand were often important factors. Another weakness is their compensation practices. TCS paid its junior employees on par with its peers, but senior employees on average were paid comparatively less. This practice of paying senior employees comparatively less may eventually result in high turnover. When performing an environmental analysis, we found the following opportunities for TCS. TCS should continue building relationships with the clients at the individual level. IT service companies have found that building relationships with their clients at the individual level helps them to grow their business because their clients carry the IT service company's reputation into new companies as they change employers. Another opportunity is targeting small and medium-sized businesses. According to the case, IT spending by small and medium-sized businesses was nearly on par with that of large enterprises and was growing slightly faster. So we believe that TCS should work hard to build relationships with those small and medium-sized businesses. As for threats, there is always the threat of new competition. With the recent growth in the global IT services business, the industry will be very attractive to new entrants, and TCS will need to find a way to set themselves apart from the increasing competition. Talent shortages in the Indian labor market may also threaten TCS's business. Although academia programs are being implemented to address this issue, it's hard to tell if these programs will be enough. Another threat to TCS is the increase in salary for IT professionals in the Indian labor market. According to the case, the average pay for Indian IT professionals rose approximately 15% in 2006. TCS will need to find a way to keep up with the increasing salaries while retaining their top talent in order to remain successful. The last threat we listed is the recent increase in attrition. Customers have come to expect high-quality services from TCS. If TCS continues to lose their top talent due to attrition, the company may not be able to uphold their reputation for exceptional technical expertise. One of TCS's largest competitors is Infosys, which is based in Bangalore and was India's second-largest IT service firm. Infosys has 39 offices around the world and employs over 72,000 people. Infosys invests heavily in their offshore marketing strategy and in doing so has been able to gain brand awareness in the offshore market. However, they have been criticized for ignoring their domestic Indian market. Infosys has recently decided to enter the consulting side of the IT industry, and although their venture had not been profitable yet, it was expected to become profitable soon and would likely lead to increased interest in other areas of their business. In March of 2007, their new CEO declared 4 priorities for the company. These new priorities are improve competitiveness and operation excellence, improve customer experience with large transformational deals, increase employee engagement, especially outside of India, and lastly, deepen their services by building competencies and broadening their service portfolio through innovation and incubation. TCS's other major competitor is IBM, which is based in Armonk, New York, and was the world's largest IT firm, employing over 200,000 people. IBM's strategy consisted of offering the industry's most comprehensive, innovative-driven portfolio of services to design, build, deploy, and manage IT. The IBM brand was recognized around the world, and there was an adage among IT managers that said, "Nobody ever got fired for choosing IBM." In order to improve their company margins, IBM identified 4 growth areas they would pursue, which are business performance transformation, which consisted of consulting-type services drawing on capabilities from across IBM, emerging geographies such as Brazil, Russia, India, and China, new markets, which included retail on demand, sensors and actuators, and information-based medicine, and finally, acquisitions.
TATA Consultancy dealt with Porter's Five Forces. Competitive rivalry. There were many IT services available in India, and these firms continued to grow. They were already large companies, and they were already established. Supplier power. There are fewer candidates since there were so many IT professional jobs, and these companies needed to provide more benefits, more perks to retain employees. Buyer power. Since there were so many IT companies, there began to be fewer customers, and if you were cheaper and you were faster on working on a project, the customers were more likely to go to you. Threat of substitution. Prices can change in this industry. Each company needs to be able to keep up with the others. The offshore locations also created cheaper prices. And the threat of new entry, it didn't cost much to start up one of these IT businesses. And once you found your offshore employees instead of employees in the United States, it was way cheaper to keep your business going. Case question number 1, is the experience certainty strategy proposed at TCS low cost or differentiated? I would say it's both. TCS wanted to differentiate themselves from the other firms. Although they were Indian competitors, they wanted to be different. They wanted to make sure that they had high quality IT services, and experience certainty wasn't just going to be a slogan. They wanted to actually provide certainty to their customers. It was also low cost because the cheaper the labor they found, the cheaper they could provide their services. Although they could lower their prices, they were still going to be high quality. Second question, what implications does this new strategy have for customer selection, contract pricing, human resources, inorganic growth, and R&D at TCS? So the implications on customer selection were that there were more customers available. The company wanted larger deals, so they were looking for larger customers who would pay their prices for premium service. Contract pricing was the same thing. They found their customers that would trust them. Relationships were a big deal with these contracts. They needed to have trust to pay these premiums. Human resources, they had to deal with a lot of training programs. They had to create more specialized roles, and they had to train in these better quality of service. They had to give more incentives just to keep their employees. Inorganic growth. The companies wanted good investments with low risk, so they had to balance between the complementary and the supplementary. The R&D department needed to be strengthened. There was a lot of competition, so this department needed to find as much ways to keep their customers happy and keep up with the other companies, and they had to make a lot of efforts to keep up with the competition.
Hello, my name is Osvaldo Salazar, and I'll be wrapping it up with the recommended strategy. TCH hopes to become the top global IT service company alongside with other known IT leaders such as IBM and Infosys. Throughout their existence, they have already surpassed multiple milestones such as ranking 5th globally in the market capitalization, net income, and number of employees, a goal they had designed in 2001 and achieved in 5 years. TCS wants to differentiate itself from competitors and believe by implementing experience certainty, it will extend its history of success along the way of the industry global top tiers. successful organization, and by continuing their current strategy with only minor modifications, will lead them to being a top global IT service company. Their objective is to provide a level of certainty and excellence to their clients, and that starts with communication and interaction with them. TCS clients must be informed of the new strategy. Anytime TCS has some sort of interaction, they should promote the company's propositions. Next, TCS employees must be trained to ensure the staff is reinforcing the concept of certainty. This will allow the workforce to emphasize any obligation and assure the best possible outcome. With any new implementations, monitoring is key to ensure that internal and external commitments are constantly being reinforced. All in all, these modifications with the organization shall lead them to becoming the top global IT service company. And that wraps up our case study on TATA Consultancy. Thank you.